Hello everybody, and welcome back to Fallout 2. Last time, well, we went through the Temple of Trials, and after fighting quite a lot of scorpions, we made our way into the village of Arroyo. And after that, well, we helped around the village a little bit. We stomped in some gecko heads, as you do. And now we're about to leave this village on our quest to find something called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit. So our only lead so far has been from a trader who came in and traded with our village, and we got a Holy 13 water flask. This relic of the vault was probably used to contain some sacred sacrament. The holy number 13 is emblazoned on the side of this precious link to your people's past and hopeful future. Yes, and so now we're going to head out of the village and make our way to Klamath to the east, in search for that trader Vic. Alright, here's the world map. It's mostly dark, just like at the beginning of Fallout 1. Let's go ahead and travel to Klamath. Yes, and so it takes time to get there. I see they added a clock. That's interesting. Vault Tech maps. Well, it's been uneventful so far. We didn't get any encounters on our way. So let's go ahead and enter Klamath. Well, it's almost night. In fact, it is night. Okay, well, if that's the case, let's wait until morning. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's take a look around. You've got a Buckner house, a bathhouse, Vic's. Okay, so there's Vic's house. Let's see, what's this? Metal door. Okay. There's the Golden Gecko, which I guess is some sort of bar. The Blades. I guess they made a comeback in this game. Didn't expect to see them so soon, though. Let's see, there's an entrance to the north, or to the south, west, the southeast, and the northwest. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, there's a sickly man dressed in a very dirty robes. Let's go speak to him, why not? Hello there. I haven't seen you in Klamath before. I'm Aldo, the town greeter. It's my job to greet anyone new in town and to answer any questions they might have about our bucolic little burg. Welcome to Klamath. Who might you be? Thanks for the greeting, but I'm just a traveler. Well, stranger, since you're new to these parts, you probably don't know that it's customary to tip the town greeter before asking any questions and such. Tip, huh? Well, I guess it's worth $5 to get you off my back. Thanks for the money, friend. I'm gonna use it to get some medicine for my dry throat. Consider yourself officially greeted to the town of Klamath. Do you have any questions about our fair metropolis? Well, you know, Aldo, I was actually looking for a trader that sells before time things. You know, really old stuff. Old stuff, huh? Well, the only trader I know who trades old stuff is Vic. Where can I find Vic? Well, now, I haven't seen Vic for a while. I don't really know where he might have run off to. You might talk to Jenny over at the bathhouse. She and Vic were pretty thick. Get it? Oh my, I haven't lost my touch. It's nice to know that no matter how low you sink, you can't lose something you never had. Let me risk asking you something else. Ask away, O benefactor of mine. Do you know where I might find a gek? A gek? Heck, you mean a gecko. Never heard about a gek, but I'll tell you about geckos. A gecko's a large lizard that's hunted by the trappers round these parts for its meat and hide. But it sure is a lot of work to catch them dang critters, and dangerous too. My advice to a friend, avoid it. It's far too much work. Okay, well thanks. I guess that's all I needed to know. I'm certain that your generosity to someone as needful as myself will bring you good luck. I hope to see you again soon. Okay, well. There's Aldo, huh? Aldo the town greeter. You think you can see his breath from here, huh? Goodness. Okay. Let's walk into this here Buckner house. Take a look in here and see what's going on. A sturdy older woman with a tired smile. Okay, there's an older man with a scraggly beard and a big red nose. He might be a reindeer in disguise. A worker relaxing. A plain-looking, sturdily built young woman with a scowl on her face. And a tall man with facial tattoos and a large bone through his nose. Facial tattoos? Does that mean you're a fellow tribesman?
What can we and I do you for?
Who's we?
The spirits with me, friend. They be all around, sometimes talk.
What spirits?
Spirits be everywhere. Travel with we and I. Grampy Bone do most of talking.
Who's Grampy Bone?
Him strong spirit. Much honor carrying him.
Wait, you mean that bone in your nose?
Keep him close. Easier to touch his spirit. That's why he talk the most.
Hey, I can only hear you talking so far.
We gon' get along just fine.
Can I ask you something else?
We and I know many things. Travel from great saltwater to home of biting lizards.
Ooh, tell me about the Great Saltwater.
The tribe's home is next to great saltwater. 2 moons from here, friend.
2 moons? That's a long ways. How did you travel so far safely?
Friend with all the spirits walking with me. Not afraid to travel anywhere.
Okay.
We and I be glad to answer.
Tell me about the biting lizards. What do you mean?
Geckos. The little dudes don't bite hard. It's the goldens. They go through your leg like an old pipe stem.
Geckos? Okay.
We and I be glad to answer.
Why did you travel so much?
Trader named Vic supposed to be here. He be saying he know about slavers. We show up, didn't peep him. Get pretty hot.
Let me ask you something else
We and I
then.
be glad to answer.
So what are you doing here looking for Vic then?
Slavers got our sis. Thought Vic be having information. Couldn't peep him. Got PO'd. Drank like a fish. Spirits of anger and chaos pop out, and now we have to pay some coin to make it right.
You were here looking for the Vic the Traitor.
Vic the traitor, more like. Comes to village, says he knows about slavers. Tells us to come see him. We go. He ain't there.
Your sister was taken?
Sis went trading at another village and never come back. We and I go look for her.
What did you find?
1 survivor. Dude was in bad shape. Said evil warriors came with magic torches. Fire would lick tribe warriors and they'd go to the spirit.
What about your sis?
The evil warriors tied up the rest and took off. Sis with them. Friend, we be finding her or dying trying.
Sounds like slavers to me. Have you found out anything about them?
We and I know they're slavers at din. When we're free, we're out of here.
You have to pay for damages.
We owe made a $350. You heading south? We'll walk about with you and look for sis. You having $350?
Maybe so, Sulik. Let me ask you something else, though.
We and I be glad to answer.
I'm interested in some local information.
What can we and I do you for?
Where can I find trade, a healer, or a room?
So many questions. Maida takes care of trade here, and her mother, Arden, takes care of the rooms. No shaman in town, but you may be able to trade for medicine. What can we and I do you for?
Have you ever heard of a Garden of Eden creation kit?
Never heard of it. But Maida's been keeping us busy.
Okay.
What can we and I do you for?
What's going on in town?
Oh, busy place. Bugmen snatching cattle. Spirits walking. Smiley missing.
Tell me about the Bugman.
Tor be telling us about bugs that walk on 2 feet and steal Brahmin. Shook him up. You have more questions for Sulik?
What about the walking spirits? Tell me about that.
The canyon east of Herd area supposed to have a walking, howling spirit, shaking the locals. Grampy Bone don't say a word though. You have more questions for Sulik?
Smiley? Who's Smiley?
Smiley's a good hunter. Say he looking for the golden gecko's nest. Didn't come back.
Interesting.
You have more questions for Sulik? What can we and I do you for?
Alright. That's gonna be all for now. So we have to get $350. We have to get $350 to buy Sulik's freedom. Interesting. Maybe we'll be able to convince her to let him out. My name's Maida Buckner. I take care of trading and drinks here. I don't tolerate any tribals messing our family's place up, so you just better watch your step here, or you'll end up like Sulik. What do you want? Let's barter. I might be able to sell some stuff. Let's see. No, I think what I have is pretty essential. I have some questions for you. Questions, huh? Well, get on with it then. Talking to you doesn't get my work any closer to being finished. Have you ever heard of something called a Garden of Eden creation kit? The only way I know to create a Garden of Eden is through plain old hard work. That's something you tribals just don't seem to understand. But I guess that's the difference between us civilized folk and yourselves. Civilized? You think you're civilized because you live in the burnt-out ruins of a before-time town? Tell me something else. What's going on with Sulik over there? Sulik's a tribal that's working here to pay off a debt he foolishly incurred. He's not a slave. We don't have slaves here in Klamath. Paying off a debt? What do you mean? Well, you see, Sulik got real upset one night and had too much booze. Then, when he was good and drunk, he busted up the place. He did nearly $500 worth of damage, just now getting the place repaired. Why'd he get so upset? He said he found out that his sister had been kidnapped by slavers, but you'd have to ask him more about that. He's here until he can pay off the rest of the damage he did while he was drunk. He still has to pay off $350. If he weren't so lazy and shiftless, it would go quicker for him. He's not leaving here until his debt is paid in full. Really, that's a lot of money. I think he's going to be here for a long time. Well, he may be slow, but he does sort of crow on you after a while. Now that's enough jaw flapping. Do you need anything else? That's all for now. Okay. Well, I kind of see what the grift she's doing here. I bet he probably didn't even break that much. I hate you. What? Huh? If you're smart, you'll stay away from the dungeons. Anyways, I bet she probably faked that. The damages that he'd done. These civilized women are all dangerous, you know. Let's see. There's an older man here with a scraggly beard and a big red nose. I guess we'll talk to him. Howdy, stranger. My name's Whiskey Bob. What's yours? I'm Simon. What's happening here in town? Always nice to find another drinking buddy. Want to buy me a drink? Talk always makes me thirsty. Okay. Sure, Bob. Don't mind a bit. Thanks for the drink, partner. Now that my whistle's wet, I feel that I can share a little problem I have. Hey, maybe you can help me out. I might be able to help you as long as it's not too dangerous. Now then, it's not going to take you too long and it's not too dangerous at all. Probably. You want to hear about it or not? Okay, go ahead, tell me about it. Well, you see, I have a little side business that I need some help attending to. I have a moonshine still outside of town that needs to be fueled up every so often. Since a gecko done bit my leg, I can't hobble out to it before it runs out of fuel. If I tell you where it is, would you refuel it for me? It's worth $50 to me. Okay, doesn't sound too bad. All you have to do is find a little shack just south of town. Go inside and dump some firewood into the still. Then come back here and I'll give you your money. But it needs to be done within the next day or my batch of hooch will go bad. $50 doesn't sound like nearly enough for a job like that. Nice try there, but $50 is all the job's worth to me. Heck, I can't afford to pay anymore. Fine, I'll do it. All you have to do is find a little shack, yeah. Okay, yeah. You'll do it? Great. Remember, you gotta do it soon or my hooch will go bad. Thanks a heap. See you back here soon. Well, I guess we gotta go do this real quick. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look in here. Again, I don't think people mind if you just take from their houses. Strangely enough. Ooh, it's a guns and bullets. Nice. The Nuka-Cola. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, let's go down. Okay, there's geckos all over. Ooh. You see nothing out of the ordinary, but I think that's a golden gecko. Yeah, you see golden gecko. But there is a shack over here. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll just get to stomping. Oh, it's a tough little gecko. It's like a stronger one. Jeez, he's getting me. Okay, we gotta be more careful. What the heck? How's he hitting me? It's because my character's pathfinding weird, that's why. Okay, well, he's down. Jeez. Okay. It's a regular little gecko, so this one's gonna be easier. Alright. See, that one didn't even... I think he took one hit point, actually. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Another one down. Okay, see, there's a golden one there, and I don't think I want to face a golden one. If I remember correctly, those guys are really actually pretty powerful. At least they were in New Vegas. Alright, that's another one down. Okay, we want to leave the golden one alone, because we don't have the armor or the firepower to take it down yet. Oh no. Okay, we got the golden one. Let's run away. I don't believe we can take it. Okay, let's go back now. Should probably focus on the objective, right? Let's run this way. Okay, let's do that. That way they stop moving. What's around here? I don't see any golden geckos there. So if we come down here, we just run straight into the shack. Okay, there's one. Huh. Don't have enough action points. Let's open it. And then close it. Okay. You shouldn't be able to get here, and we can end combat. Like that. Alright, so there's some booze. Some firewood. Take that firewood and put it in our item slot, because right here there's a distilling vice. We use it on that. Alright, it sounds as though the hooch is distilling nicely now. You get 100 XP for refueling the still. Perfect. Let's grab the booze. Okay. Now, there's a bunch of them here. If we focus on just running, we can make it out safely. So we get 2 turns right here, because our sequence is really high, and we can just escape. Yeah, I don't think we want to deal with the golden geckos. Oh, we attracted another one. Perfect. Alright, and we're out. Okay, we made it. Alright, here you go. Well, thanks for refilling my still for me. Here's your $50 too. Got any questions I can answer for you? Yes. I need to ask you, I already know what's going on. Oh wait, a den? Tell me about the den. What kind of den? Not a den, the den. You'll not find a greater hive of scum and villainy. Now, where did I hear that? In any case, it's a rough sort of place a few days' travel south of Klamath. Anything can be had there for a price, even slaves. But you have to be very careful there. Lots of short tempers attached to dangerous weapons. I don't think they have much to do with us, though. We're too poor here. Okay. I need to ask you about something else. Have you ever heard of something called a Garden of Eden creation kit? A Garden of Eden creation kit? Why, I think I saw one of those listed on a page of an old catalog I was looking through while I was sitting down out back. But I don't know much about it more than that. Really? I'd like to see that catalog. I kinda used that page to take care of some business, if you know what I mean. Damn, I thought I was so close. I guess that's enough disappointment for now. Goodbye, Bob. Well, mister, maybe I'll be seeing you around here later. Bye. Okay, well, that's a bit of a disappointment. Okay. We have about almost 300 money now. Can I go through here? Yes, I can. What's in here? I'll take healing powder. Alright. It's a nice free healing powder. Would never let that pass by. What's in here? Nothing. Oh, here's some flares. I'm pretty sure those sell well. And some fruit. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to grab though, probably. What's in here? Yeah. So I don't see anyone who's like a member of the Blades here. It's just a sign. Yeah, okay. What about this golden gecko? Okay, you see a tall, gray man with a tankard of beer. Bar patron eating some jerky. Bar patron. A short, swarthy man smiling at me. Well, let's go talk to him, I guess. Hello there, stranger. Welcome to the Golden Gecko Tavern, Hotel and Trading Post. I'm Sajag. I run the place. What can I get for you? I'd like to trade. I've got all kinds of things here, kid. Healing supplies, booze, all kinds of stuff. I've got special sources, you might say. Always willing to look at a good gecko pelt, too. Okay, well, let's see what you've got then. Right away, spear, booze, beer, meat jerky. These smoked and dried chunks of beast flesh remain chewy-licious, and even somewhat nutritious for years and years and years and years and years. And okay, there's stim packs, throwing knives, yeah. A leather jacket. That costs 600. Goodness. Okay, money. Ooh, there's some ammo. Is there a gun? Yeah, there's no gun, but there's ammo. Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and give you a flare. That should be enough to get what I need, right? Sell you 2 flares. Okay, and then I need 70. And let's just do an equal trade like that for now. Alright, and now I have 362, so I can go free Sulik. That's perfect. You see a large, mangy, buff-colored dog with a feral look to it. Grr, woof woof, grr. Staring into dog's eyes, so I can just growl back at him. Alright, woof woof woof. You're hungry, aren't you, boy? I bet you'd like some delicious dry meat, wouldn't you? Let's see if I have some. I don't have any. I should go buy him some then real quick. Let me go get him some beef jerky. Okay. Doesn't cost 0. Okay, I'll give you one of the flares and let's see how much a beef jerky's cost. 12. Let's get a couple then. And make it even. Oh yeah, wait, there was another guy in here who seemed unique. A tall, graying man with a tankard of beer. Let's go talk to him real quick. Well, it's just my educated opinion, but I can see by the way you move that you could do with a few pointers. Pointers? With what? About the sweet science, of course. The sport and art. The art? Are you talking about magic? Can you teach me magic spells? He grins broadly. Sure, and Begorra, I could teach you about the wee folk, leprechauns and spriggans, Bansidy, and the like. Would you like that? That sounds great. Teach me away. Did you hear that? I got myself a live one here. Wants to hear about the fairies and the wee goblins and such. Hoo hoo ha ha. He doubles over in laughter. Here, lad, have a drink on me. That's your ticket to the realms of the fae folk. Somehow I feel as though you're pulling my leg a bit. Well, maybe I am at that. Nevertheless, you're a bonny good sort about it. Here's a beer on me for taking it so well. Thanks. Now, what were you saying about the sweet science? Pugilism. The manly art of hand-to-hand combat. That's what I mean. Well, I could use some help with that. Well, let's go outside and see what I can teach you. You see, it's all about getting your whole wee body to snap just like a whip. Oh. Several sweaty hours later. So you see what you were doing wrong then? Yes, I do. Thanks for taking the time to help me out, Mr. Sullivan. It was my very own pleasure. You take care of yourself now. And if anyone asks you, you just tell them that fighting John Sullivan taught you how to fight that way. Will do, John. Thanks and goodbye. Well, that's nice. Now we've got 65 unarmed. I think it was 55 before, so that's pretty good. Okay, now where's that dog? Is he in here? Wait, right there. Okay. Okay, grr, woof, woof, grr. You're just hungry, aren't you, boy? Let me see if I have some delicious dry meat to give you. Woof! The mongrel happily grabs the yummy dry meat, dropping a key that he must have had in his mouth. You pick up the key. Ah, poor boy, you must have been hungry. Alright, yeah, pet the dog, of course. A key. Trapper Town key. Well, that's interesting. Let's go talk to Sulik and buy his freedom.
What can we and I do you for? We all made a $350. You heading south? We'll walk about with you and look for sis. You having $350?
Here's the 350.
Yeah, we be giving this to Maida, then we be free. Want us to walk by and buy?
That'd be great. Alright, so we got 500 experience and we have a level. Alright.
What you be needing?
Oh, now he's got his eyes open. Okay. Let's see what you have. He's got himself a sledgehammer and leather jacket. Does he have that equipped? Combat control. Okay, weapon used, armor used. Okay, use best armor. So yeah, go ahead and wear that. And use your sledgehammer. Skill melee weapons. Okay, melee damage is 6, AP 9. Okay, great. Disposition. Oh, so we can, huh. So this is kind of like you decide how he fights. I guess we'll keep you aggressive because you got the big sledgehammer. All right then. I need to talk to you about your gear.
You got it, friend.
I need to know what kind of weapons you can use.
We be good with fist, spear, big hammer, submachine gun. We be a handful.
Okay then. Awesome. Can you consult the spirits for me?
The spirits are sometimes hard to understand. They see things you and we can't.
What did they tell you about this place?
Evil spirits aren't killing cattle.
So it's something else.
What you be needing?
Alright, that's it for now. Okay then, well, let's see. I think that's a pretty good place to end it for today. We made our way here to Klamath and we've freed our friend Sulik over there with the hammer. And we got our first follower, so that's awesome. He's a fellow tribesman. And not only that, we caved in a couple of gecko skulls and helped with a probably illegal moonshine business, but that's neither here nor there because we got ourselves a new level. So, with that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Fallout 2, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.